Good morning. Good morning. It is December 31st. Wednesday, December 31st is the last day of 2025. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Thank God. Low-key, I'm ready for this year to be over. But I'm grateful, obviously, that, I made it this far. It's been a very tough year. But we're alive. And honestly, that's the most important thing. The Lord is not done with us yet. So slay. I actually decided to put on some makeup this morning just because I was just like, it's the last day of the year. I just put a little 1-2 on. I'm not going to do a full beat, just something small. But I was like, let me actually yap with you guys as I'm doing my makeup to kind of save time. And then I'm going to head over to the conference. 2026, guys. I mean, I know I just said I'm so ready for 2025 to be over, but like I am. And I'm excited for 2026. Like, I think it's going to be a good year. I feel like I'm in a much better place, even if I'm not where I wanted to be, like financially or just career wise or whatever. I'm in a much better headspace. Okay. Like I have much better focus. Like I know what I want to do. Before, like last year, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I just don't really know what 2025 is going to hold. I'm just trusting the Lord for XYZ. And now I feel like, I got a message, like I got a download in me, and now I have something to actually work towards and things that I want to be working towards and partnering with the Lord with. So I'm excited for that, because essentially what I'm basically telling you is like I have vision, which is good, which is great. Vision comes from the Lord. And I think, having vision is, we need to be asking for that and asking him and partnering with him and figuring out what his plans for our lives are. So I'm excited that like I have a little bit more clarity on that. I don't know all the details, just certain things that I know. And I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be working towards. 2026, like I want to be so focused. I want to be so focused that it's ridiculous. Like focus and discipline are my two things, or my two priorities for next year. Like, and my time, like my time management, which all I think works within that, right? One thing I've noticed is that I tend to do a lot of procrastination, and my days fly by, my hours fly by. So when I say that next year, literally every second of my day needs to be accounted for, like literally, I'm not even joking, guys, like literally every second of my day needs to be accounted for. And it's not even a thing of like, oh, like that means I grind all day. Cause like, obviously that's not what I mean. I'm not that kind of person. I am a woman of leisure, to be honest, maybe sometimes too much leisure, but it's just like, there needs to be a time and a place for everything. Like I need to know when I'm going to rest and have that time carved out in my day. I need to know when I'm going to sleep. I need to know when I'm going to have time for scrolling. I need to know when I'm going to have time for working out, eating. Like I need to know all these things in advance. And I feel like the ending of this year, I was getting better with that. But like, I really want to take it like full on next year, like doubling down on that. Because what ends up happening when I don't do that, and when I don't schedule my days, is like to like the T. It's like, one, I end up like procrastinating or doing something else that like is just like was not necessary for the day. And I end up sometimes even scrolling on social media for like hours and hours and hours and just wasting my days. So I want to be super focused on the things that I'm doing next year for my day to day. And then also just like project wise as well, like being focused on like the projects I'm working on. Like next year, I feel like next year is the year for entrepreneurship for me. I'm walking in that bag. Like I'm not even joking. And I might have mentioned it last night. Like, like I was really trying to come out of like freelancing and coming out of like just self-employment and things like that. But I think I fear that I'm actually going further into it, and actually we're taking a step up. Okay. Because like freelancing and being self-employed is not really the same as like owning a business and being a founder of something. So yeah, the Lord helped me with that. I'm excited. I'm also a little bit like, ooh, am I cut out for this? Really what it is for me is like, the highs of entrepreneurship is great, but they're really high, and the lows are just like also really low. So like I want to also be able to kind of like regulate myself a little bit more and regulate my emotions regarding that kind of stuff, because I've been learning this year that like even with just like Yap Fest, like I cannot ride the highs of entrepreneurship I cannot ride the highs of my business and I cannot ride the lows. Like I need to level out, because like when it's a high, you're like, yes, let's go. We're on the top of the world. We can do anything. And then when it's a low, it's like, I actually will quit in the next 5 seconds if someone doesn't get on my face. Like it's that kind of vibe. And it's just like, it does take a toll on me emotionally, and it does like can affect my day. Like I'm not gonna lie. And I don't want my business, I don't want anything to have that kind of power over me. So, yeah, it's just like, I'm going to be stepping more into this. I'm going to be learning a lot more, consuming a lot more from like the greats, consuming a lot more from people who have done this before me. I'm praying to God to get a community of people who are in like business and who are in entrepreneurship and who are entrepreneurs and, you know, who are like-minded. And I want to be so focused in my business with Yap Fest. I have other business ideas that I may want to launch off. And if I don't even launch this next year, that, you know, I'm gonna like start looking into like prepping for that stuff. I also, even the freelance stuff, like I want to take that a step up further, like maybe hopefully finding more clients, branching more into video, different things. So I just have a lot of ideas up here, and I feel like the Lord has been blessing me with just so many ideas and things to do. And it's just now about, one, trusting that He will walk with me through the path, but then also to like, I'm asking for open doors. I'm asking for finances. I'm asking for resources, like provide me with the resources to be able to do the things that He's asking me to do, right? So I'm excited. I think a move is definitely in my future. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I'm actually moving from my apartment on January 29th. So I have like 3 weeks to find a place to live, and I have right now no leads. And I actually think I'm moving cities. Okay. So this is my move situation is just I don't even know. Like I've had so many bad moving situations in the past. I mean, if worst comes to the worst, I'll go home for a little bit just to recoup and get myself together. But I'm really trusting that like that's not really going to happen. Like I'm trusting that I'm about to move to a new city and everything's going to work out. I'm going to move to a new apartment and everything's going to work out. That's what I'm really trusting for. And I believe that. I think it's going to be, I think, you know, I'm a girl who I like to have things done in advance. I like to know what I'm doing in advance. I do think with this situation, there's not going to be much notice. Okay. I think it's going to be like oh, okay, I looked, I found, and I moved, like kind of thing. So we'll see. And I think I talked about it on a previous video about like, you know, moving abroad or moving to New York. And I really do think it's New York. I think I'm moving to New York. It's not even I think I am moving to New York. It's just a matter of time. So it's like, yeah, I think the Lord is gonna do that on His own time. And I think it's not gonna be a thing that's like, oh, like 3 months in advance, I knew I was moving. I mean, like I knew, or like I had a place to move to. I think it's gonna be like a thing where it's like, I literally pull up to the city, I find an apartment and everything just falls into its place. Okay. And I'm not really that kind of girl really, but I think I'm going to have to be for this situation, and it's requiring me to have a level of trust and faith. And I will say for the most part, I do feel peace about it. So yeah, I'm moving next year. And although I don't necessarily know like what that city has in store for me and like what New York has in store for me, I'm super excited. I've always wanted to move to New York. I've always wanted to live there. I've always been putting it off because, you know, it's just super expensive and I don't have the funds for it. And even now I'm like, I don't even necessarily know if I have the funds for it now, but I'm just like, the Lord's going to provide. It's in His hand. Like literally, guys, I've laid this at the feet of Jesus. I don't have any say in this, because if we go by logic, then maybe it's not logical. And I'm a very logical person. Okay. But that's what the thing I'm learning about faith too, where it's like logic and faith can't really exist in the same boat. So yeah, for once, okay, I'm choosing faith. I'm choosing faith. I know he's like really been imprinting New York in my heart lately, and I feel like it's going to happen. And this is like the way this is like trickling down, and the way like it's like playing out is very similar from my like Baltimore to LA move, and then also my LA to DC move. Like I'm like, oh, it's giving the same vibes. So I think also that's why I'm not too worried, because I'm like, it worked out then, it worked out, and it will work out now, right? So it's just a matter of time, just being patient and letting Him work. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a fun year. Now, here's another thing I really want to do, because I want to be super disciplined. I want to be focused. I also am turning 29 literally in 90 days. In 91 days, I'm turning 29. My birthday is April 1st, so 90 days from tomorrow. And one of the things I want to do is like also be consistent with my content, because I've been doing content creation for about 10 years now. I'm not gonna lie to you. My issue is that I'm just not consistent. I'm just not a consistent person. I have ideas, I'll do it for like 2 weeks and then, or 3 weeks, or maybe a month, and then move on to the next idea. But certain times, like that stuff is like, that's fine. But certain times, like you need to actually see something through and like let it build it up. So I really want to be serious with my YouTube and my TikTok. Well, really my YouTube, but like also like still posting on TikTok and doing short form. So one of my goals as I'm working on myself and being more disciplined and focused for 2026 is to, at least for the first quarter of 2026, because it's also in like honor of my 29th birthday, I want to do like a disciplined diaries, and I'm going to post on YouTube every single day for the next 90 days. Now, this sounds insane, okay? Because 90 days is a long time, but I think if I can do this, I can do anything. And not only that, it's just like, I can do hard things, and I need to be able to like commit to something and do hard things. So part of the challenge for me is like, I'm picking up a new language, Portuguese. I need to focus on Portuguese and pick that up. And I also need to actually refine my Spanish and get better with that. So it's going to be like carving out time every day, like 15, 20 minutes towards language learning, my target languages. I did start Portuguese last year. I definitely quit because it got too hard, but like, I really want to go to Brazil, and honestly, I can do hard things. So like, we're going back to Portuguese, and I'm going to take it seriously. And then Spanish, I've just been plateauing. And even this weekend here at Upperroom, because I'm with Maciel and Luciana, it's nice because I've been able to practice my Spanish, but it's like, baby, certain things, I'm just like, I want this to be flowing off the tongue. And I've been saying this for years, and it's actually time. I want to live in a Spanish speaking country for a few months because I think that will really help. But because I don't have that opportunity right now, I need to just work with what I got. You know what I mean? And I did this before in 2020, which is how 2020 all the way up to 2025 or all the way up till now, honestly, starting in 2020, which is how I got to where I am today. But it's like, you can't just plateau. Like, we got to keep working. So it's just really, Spanish has been on the back burner, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, I still consume it every day. I still read in Spanish. My social media is in Spanish. Like, I read the Bible in Spanish. I worship in Spanish. But it's like, I need to actually also learn, like, apply more and speak. It's really speaking more. And being exposed to more vocabulary, which was with reading, I think will be the way for that. So that's part of my discipline diaries. Going to the gym, working out, eating clean, eating healthy, no more alcohol. We're cutting out alcohol. I'm not big on alcohol anyway, but every once in a while I have a little drink. With the holidays, I've been a little loosey-goosey, been having a drink or whatever every now and then, but we're cutting it out completely, because like when I'm like trying to get my body snatched, alcohol is the last thing I need in my body. It's just like all these extra calories that it's hard to burn for no reason. So we're cutting out alcohol completely, not even a sip of it for the next 90 days. I'm in the gym. Like, I've been slacking on my like workouts. I mean, this past like week or two, because of the holidays, I've been able to kind of take more Pilates classes and like berries and stuff, which has been great. But like, I haven't had a proper weightlifting session because of my like teaching job that I had for the past like few months, to be honest. Like, and I'm a workout in the morning kind of girl. And schools are a come to school and teach the kids in the morning kind of girl. So like, it's been a little bit conflicting schedules, you know what I mean? And when I get back home from the school, I'm like, I'm actually not working out. I'm just gonna like eat and rest and go to bed, basically. But yeah, baby girl, I gotta get to the gym, lift some weights. My body needs to be my body needs to be snatched before my 29th, I'll tell you that. So yeah, it's working out, eating clean, target languages, language learning, being consistent with my Bible, reading my Bible more, spending more time with the Lord. And then I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, my going to bed and waking up. I want to start waking up early, which means I need to start going to bed early. So I want to have a set schedule of like being in bed by like 10, so I can be up by like 5:30. 4:30 would be a dream, but like, you know, baby steps. So like maybe like a 5:30, then work my way up to 5, and then we'll see if we can do a 4:30. Because I will say, like, I have a very long morning routine. Like in the morning, I need to brush my teeth, wash my face, pray, and like sometimes praying and like worship and just Bible reading that takes like an hour, sometimes over. And I don't want to feel rushed doing that. And then I need to work out, which can then take another hour. So it's like, it's this long like morning like schedule that I have. And I need time to be able to do that and do that like peacefully and like not feel rushed. But then also like when I'm done, like there's still like ample amount of time in my day. So you can imagine the later I wake up, the more we're pushing into the afternoon. And once we push into the afternoon, there's actually very little time to actually get work done. So I want to start waking up early, because if I wake up early, then I can get like all my morning stuff done by like 9 o'clock, showered, everything. I should be like 9 o'clock be done, right? If I wake up at like 5. I think if I'm able to commit to these 4 pillars for the next 90 days, right? I mean, and content is like the 5th, right? Being consistent with content. So if I'm able to commit to these 5 pillars for the next 90 days, baby, not only am I going to look good, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to be good. And I'm excited. I think it's just going to be a great way to start off my 29th birthday feeling better and looking better than I've ever looked and felt before. How about that? I just want to share that with you guys. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. But again, I am a lady of leisure, which means that I tend to want to always take the easy way out, do things easy. And I always just want to lounge and be lazy. But not no more, okay? Like, I do work hard, but like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess who does? But like, sometimes you just got to be able to sacrifice and do the things you don't want to do in order to gain what you do want. And that's kind of my whole vibe for this year. So I think me doing this for 90 days will be good for me. It'll be good for my platforms. It'll be good for myself, really, really for me. And I can't wait. And I think it'll also be fun. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be hard work, but I think I'll be having fun. And sometimes it's just like a good way to also keep you accountable. Like when people are watching you for 90 days, bro, like they're going to keep you accountable. And sometimes they'll even join you. So if you guys want to join me, feel free to join me as well. And that's my vibe. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. This is the look for today. Little beat, not a full beat. It's just concealer and powder. No, what do you call it? No foundation. For the depths of God. For the depths of God. The waters perfect. Ladies, who are we? Introduce yourselves. We have Jordan, Luciana, Maciel.
It looks good.
It's actually kind of nice. What a year it has been. I just left. I'm still on the premises, but I'm heading to my car right now. It's about 8:45 or so. And I'm gonna start heading over to Shoreline to cross over with them. My hair looks crazy, just excuse it. But wow, Conference has been great. Another banging year. Things were a little different this year, but not a bad year at all. And even just the worship session I just came out of, wow. Oof. The Lord is doing something. The way these people are cultivating the talents that the Lord has blessed them with, guys, it's ridiculous. It's phenomenal. Like, these guys are so talented. You just feel the love of Christ within them, and then you also just feel like they are in their Bibles, like they read and sing the Bible. Okay. So yeah, we just thank God, and we just thank God for using them as like instruments for the body. Prayer room today was great. I saw some other friends that I met last year, and I caught up with them today. And then I caught up as well, like you guys saw, with Luciana and Maciel. And even just that story of me like running into them and bumping into them in Dallas is like loco, muy loco, bastante loco. Y no sé, Dios está en todo, ¿sabes? Like, God is in everything. So yeah, super grateful. But yeah, let me head. I'm gonna grab dinner. I think I'm just gonna do like Chick-fil-A. Okay, and I'm gonna head over to Shoreline. I'm super excited to cross over with them. And it's also like another worship session, so we're gonna worship into the new year. It's gonna be super good. I just got food from this place called Terry's Barbecue because it was 9 o'clock and nothing was open, basically. Even Terry's Barbecue closes at 9:30. So I just had to get food from this place. It was so freaking expensive. I don't know what is up with Texas barbecue. Texas barbecue is so expensive. I've noticed this last time I came here, and the barbecue prices, like the prices for some of the stuff was like really high, and I was like, yeah baby, what are y'all selling? Manna from God? Like, I'm not buying that. But there's nothing open, and I'm not hungry, but I should eat dinner. Like, last time I had food was around 3 o'clock. So, and also tonight, you know, there's not going to be I don't think there's going to be anything open tonight. So I went in there and was like, oh, let me get a quarter pound of ribs and a quarter pound of brisket. Yo, it ended up being one rib. One rib was $11. Literally one rib. One bone of a rib was 11 freaking bucks. 11 and some change. You've got to be kidding me. Let me show you all the rib. Oh, okay. It's tendonism though. I will say, damn. I didn't expect that. I just picked it up. It's already falling apart. This is $11, but like, it's kind of giving tendonism. Maybe that's why it's 11 bucks. Oh my gosh. And he was like, yeah, I'd recommend half a pound. Maybe I saw the price. We were already at $31. I said, I'm actually going to stick with my quarter pound. He said, depending on how hungry you are. I'm like, well, at this point, I don't think I'm that hungry. $31 for one rib. I did get a side of green beans. Everything is a la carte here. And a side of mac and cheese. And I'm not going to lie to you, the food is looking a little... I don't know if I'm going to like this. I really don't know if this is going to be for me. The mac and cheese look real soupy. I will say the bar for me with mac and cheese is in hell. It needs a little bit of salt, but this green bean is actually not bad. The woman recommended this to me. What is that, garlic? What is that on that? Somebody did her big one with that one. Papa, where's my brisket? And some pickles and stuff. See, this is the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese looks droopy. Real droopy, real soupy. I don't think I'm in the best part of town, so I don't want to overstay my welcome here. But I do, this is messy, like, I know where I'm about to be eating this. Let's try it. This joint tastes like Kraft. Straight up. Also mad salty. Not baked at all. Anyway. Ooh. There's no freaking way, guys. Oh my goodness. There's police with horses. I don't think I'm in the best part of time. I think I need to leave. But this is the brisket. This is a quarter pound of brisket, guys. Texas barbecue is too pricey for me, baby. I can't afford this. Or am I tripping, chat? Let me know if I'm tripping, chat. I got this, a side of green beans, a side, another side of this, and mac and cheese. One pork rib. Okay, one pork rib. And then this is the brisket. Chat, all that for $31 and some change. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, chat? Let me know. Because why do I think this is expensive AF? I didn't even want to spend $31 on dinner tonight. All I really was craving was a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Couldn't get that. Couldn't get that. But yeah, I'm gonna make do with what I got. I think I'm gonna be pretty full though, because the side will be filling, and like I said, I'm not that hungry. It's real soft though. Tendonism. Okay, maybe not quite, because tendonism will be falling off, but it's damn near tendonism. The sandwich, no combo, no drink, no fry, nothing. Just the sandwich, $17.50 for a brisket sandwich. Okay, Terry's barbecue. I wasn't too sure. I don't think it's gonna be. I thought it was gonna be pretty bad, like horrible, but it actually is not that bad. Slay. The greens are not bad. The beans are not bad. It needs some salt, I will say. All that salt they put in that mac and cheese, they should have put some of that salt in this green bean. I'll tell you that. All right, y'all. Let me get to church.
And said, do not be afraid. I am the first